It is Saturday, the 31st of January. We're going to be camping down here in the bus for the first time. So we've brought down the mattress that's going to live in here permanently. Brad's going to be fixing this inside this step. Apparently the floor's just fallen out. And then patch some of these holes in the floor just to seal up any gaps there. And then he's going to be making a ply base here over the wheel well that the fridge is going to sit on top of. And then I will be on the tractor today. I'm going to have to move all this stuff, but basically I'm going to make a garden bed on this side of the cabin that I'm going to fill with native trees and shrubs. It's going to look really nice. And we'll just sort of be hanging out here, which would be really nice. It's pretty hot today and it'll be much cooler tomorrow. So keep you updated. So it has just started raining out of nowhere, which I won't lie is a relief because it's damn hot today. But interesting. Get in there. Tractor's out of diesel, so just gonna go get some.
Alright, so I'm contemplating something quite drastic here. So the obvious issue is these wheel wells. Drastic measure, I'm thinking, what if I actually just cut the wheel well out? If I can get them out in one piece, then I can theoretically just weld them back in if we ever need to. It's quite an easy bit of fab. It's not the best solution, but I think it might be easier than building a platform. I'm going to mull it over because if I take these out now, I'm not going to get them covered before we go to bed, and we don't really want, half the bus open. So I think I'll sleep on this one, make a call tomorrow. Wise. Yeah!
So I brought some old curtains from home and just some fabric, and I've just stuck these up with push pins just straight into the rubber, which is super handy. So just for a little bit of privacy, because once we have the lights on tonight, I think we just feel a little bit exposed. So looks like a bit of a shanty bedroom, but it's quite cozy. Maxie? Max? Hello.
Morning. Right, so we've been mulling over this front area, slept on it, and yeah, I think cutting the wheel wells out is probably a bad idea. So yeah, back to plan A, which is kind of building a frame, but it's really not easy. I'm not really sure how to do it. What I'm thinking now is cutting feet, because then it's just the one cut at the right angle, and then just replicate them along, a few across in the middle, and load at the back as well, so I can get the height I need, and it's just that same angle right the way across. You know, if it was going to be a load of foot traffic, that would be a dreadful way of doing it, but because everything on it is just going to be pretty much still once it's in, or it can actually be strong enough. The weak spot's here in the middle, so I'm going to need some sheet that's fairly stiff there to support that and block it in, and then build these feet on top of that, I guess. I've got to say, I did not enjoy any of that. Didn't enjoy doing it, and to be honest, I'm not super stoked with the outcome. But it's got utility, it's got function, and it's opened up a massive part of the bus. So there's still work to be done on it to make it a nice finish. But yeah, it's a good start, I guess. And you know, maybe the outcome of having a fridge in the best possible place is worth it in the end anyway. So yeah, still a bit of a blank canvas. We can still shuffle some things around, and we'll just keep an objective mindset and make sure that we're going for the best outcome rather than getting married to particular ideas or intentions. Anyway, we're going to pack up and go home. Second weekend, it's just me today, and I'm only here to do a couple of odds and ends. Has been a bit of development in the week though. We've purchased a large water tank, which is going to go here. It's a 5,000 gallon tank. So it's more of a backstop really. We're not going to be using it as kind of everyday water, but to have that amount of water on hand if we do need it, is going to be very, very valuable. The plants are looking happy-ish. The ones at the front got a little bit cooked. It was quite a hot week. We didn't get down at all to water anything. I think that eucalypt might have had it. That grape's just holding on. Everything else is looking really good. I've also brought down one of the original roof racks from the bus. Now this was actually at the back of the bus and had a platform on top and a water tank. I'm going to use this as a template to make a rack right the way along the bus and actually build a roof on that. So legally we're not allowed to build a structure over the bus. It's too big. Anything more than 3 meters by 3 meters you need a planning permit and a building permit for, and we can't get that without a dwelling on the site, blah blah blah. So instead of building a kind of carport for it to sit under, I'm just going to build a roof directly on the bus. Little bit concerned about kind of wind lift as well as the total weight of it. The rails on the bus, the gutter rails, aren't in the best nick. They're still plenty strong, but they're broken in a couple of places, and I've just got to be quite wise with where I put all the stages. But it'll be much nicer having that thing undercover. Should be a bit cooler. It means we won't get any water in the bus, and it means we'll be able to collect all that rainwater as well and get it all in a tank, which is well worth doing. Back on the Sunday and going to get on the tractor and sort out that site. Well, that's a bit better. Still more to be done, but I can crack into that next weekend. All right, back in a week's time. So of course, as it is Valentine's Day, we've got to do something romantic, and that'll be teaching Luce how to weld. So first things first, going to be measuring up and just make sure that we've got everything we need, should do. It's going to be a freestanding kitchen frame. I've got some adjustable feet, so I'll be able to kind of get it nice and level in there. I think that's probably wise with a kind of untrustworthy floor. Right, it's time. Lisa's going to lay her first weld. So first up, we're just going to try out on the offcuts here, dial the welder in, make sure that's all good, and then we'll go straight into the real stuff. Suits you. You probably don't want to touch it on there, kind of hover it over it. Perfect, look at that. Look at that. Mate.
Very straight.
First time Luce ever pulled the trigger. Not a bad little tack there. My weld. Luce's first go at a nice seam. Second attempt. Third attempt. Look at that. The kids are natural. Luce has just made a move home. She's not feeling too good, had a really bad night last night, so she's going to go back and try and get some kip. Tempted to stay the night again myself, actually. We're actually getting a water tank delivered tomorrow morning, so if I can just be here first thing, I won't have to get up early and make it down just for that, so I can wake up, receive the tank, and then head back to town. Okay, the frame is primed, at least the underside. I'll flip it over in the morning and do the top as well. Everything's packed up and it's about 6 o'clock. I'm now going to look at putting some filler in the roof of the bus where it's all pitted. So after I got the rust converter on it, gave it a clean up and a coat of prime, but you can see that pitting is just awful. There's holes as well, goes right through, so I really do need to get it sealed up because we are getting rain this week, so it's got to be done. I know it's not best practice, it needs new metal, but that's not happening now. Probably doing that again in a year's time. Just getting some black down on the underside. Might as well. Right, it's now a very windy Monday morning. I've just chucked another coat of primer on the frame and now the whole thing's done. We're getting the water tank delivered in about an hour and a half's time, so I should be able to get a coat of black on the top here as well and see how much of that I can do. It's looking pretty good. Pretty happy with that. The initial intention was to have another set of legs in the middle as well and then run a shelf between the two, but
We didn't know how tall that shelf should be, so we didn't end up doing that in the end. Once the top is on and it's all bolted in, it'll be plenty stiff. It's not gonna flex or anything, so it should be fine. So the tank's just arrived and the guy's got 4 tanks on the truck. Truck and a trailer. I think he's a bit nervous about coming down here. Hello, back on the Saturday, and I'm ready to carry on with the old kitchen counter. So the first thing I'm going to do is flip her over, put her in place, and get the old countertop installed on it. So that'll all be done, and then I can take it apart, get the frame out, give it another coat of paint, let that cure while we've got a nice hot day. Tomorrow's going to be hacking down, so I probably won't be down here. Not a whole lot I'll be able to do. So if I can get that done today, I'll be very happy. I've also bought a load of plumbing fittings for the cabin as well. I don't think I've got everything I need, and some of the stuff I've got is designed for like garden hose stuff, other things are designed for kind of domestic plumbing, so there's a few kind of fittings adapters that I need to find. But I should be able to make a start. It's going to be something a little like that. Well, that looks all right. A bit like a workbench. Right, so it's level, it's flush, but the bolts have got just a little bit short, so I'm gonna get some larger ones. But it doesn't matter, I've got to take it all apart anyway, get the frame outside and get it painted. But yeah, it's all flush along the back there, it's nice and level. And the other tabletop is the splashback slash little rack and shelves and whatever else we want to keep up there. That would be a nice little unit. Ideally, I'd like to get all the water heater and pump and filters and accumulators and all that stuff here in this channel, but it's not a whole lot of room there. So I've had a look at what I need, and missing quite a bit more than I thought actually. So I'm just gonna wrap up, just giving the frame another coat of paint, so that'll be cured by the time I come back next week, and we'll get that into the bus and install the tabletop with the new bolts. The other thing we need to do is look at the sink as well, which of course is a big job, very intimidating job. So it's a little bit to think about, but yeah, I'm getting absolutely killed by the sun here. So I'm just going to pack down, and yeah, if whatever reason the weather is better tomorrow, I'll be back then. Otherwise it'll be next Saturday. Back on the Sunday, but I'm just here to get stuff out of the weather. The frame looks really good actually with this paint. So this has come up real nice. Feels like it's cured well, but this time next week that should be properly set. Hello, we're back. The last weekend. Today's the last day of February. First up, I'll get this frame onto the bus. It's all nice and cured and ready to put into place. Alright, so I picked up a few more things for the plumbing. I also replaced the pumps as well. So I've got a chunky pump, and an accumulator, and I got 2 of each because we use the same setup on the bus as well. Just a bit cheaper buying them both together. Now the main issue really is space. So you can see here from the tap out of the tank, there's really not a whole lot of room here. I'm gonna have to snake back to the pump, and I still need to make sure that I've got enough room in there to reach into that sediment filter, because that will need to be changed or cleaned out relatively frequently. So I'll need to have the pump fairly outboard here, and then the accumulator just makes sense to have that right next to the pump. They just go straight into each other. Then I'll have to loop back around to the filter. Now the filter above the pump isn't ideal, because again, you're gonna have to take these off every couple of months or so to replace the filter cartridges. And when you take these off, they do tend to spill. And what I'm trying to avoid is any major amount of water going onto the motor side of the pump. I'm gonna need some kind of enclosure. There's definitely gonna need to be some kind of board or ply or something that I can attach everything to nice and flush. But I could put a shelf in between the two, so any water that comes off the filters when I'm changing cartridges hits that and drips off, so it kind of segment each of the stages so nothing kind of drips down to the thing below. A little bit more complicated, but I think that's probably the neatest way of doing it, and keeps everything nice and separate. Anyway, for now, let's just put together a bit of a dummy setup, connect everything up, and see what kind of angles and distances we're working with. Alright, even though I've bought every fitting under the sun, still short a couple that I need, and it's all to do with going from these kind of push fit hose fittings to the PEX side of things. There is a way to do it. It's a bit of a bodge, but I reckon it'll work. But yeah, I've just got to run to the store, grab a couple of things, and I'll be back. Right, we're back. We've got some more connectors. Man, I think I've got all of them now. Also got a ball valve as well. This would be good to have on the outside of the accumulator. Be good for when I'm changing those filters. Alright, let's see if we can get it running on the bench. If all has worked correctly, we should get cold water, hot water, hot water. Cool. Nice and warm. Beautiful. This pump's really quiet as well compared to the other one. Really happy getting that. Obviously, none of these fittings are what we're going to have inside the cabin. So this one, the cold tap, which you've got coming out here, I'll get this adapted to PEX. So that'll be PEX before it goes inside the cabin. And then of course the hot water, I've got that PEX adapter on there, the bit that's leaking. We'll get that fixed. That'll be PEX out as well. So they'll be converted or adapted to PEX before they go into the wall, and then from there it'll all be PEX inside. Well, it is getting on, so I'm gonna wrap it up there, come back tomorrow and see where we can get it to. And we're back for the last day. Really drizzly, really wet, so I'm probably not gonna do much in the way of plumbing, seeing as I need to make some kind of pump room, box, board, whatever, and I think it's all going to be OSB, so I want to do it in the dry and then get it all nice and sealed. So instead what we're going to do is look at maybe getting the sink into the countertop here. Initially what I wanted to do was to undersling it so it would be mounted underneath the counter, but I just don't trust this board at all. You're just not going to be able to get enough purchase to hold a sink up, especially when it's full of water. So instead it will just sit on the top, and then the lip of the sink itself will be what kind of keeps it suspended. I've bought a mixer tap. It's probably rubbish, but really I just wanted to see space-wise if it's all going to fit. But yeah, once Luce gets here, we can start looking at how we're going to do this. A little bit nerve-wracking, kind of big hole in that. Luce is cutting the hole.
Like butter.
So Luce has just made a move home. She's not feeling too great. So this is now in, and got my centre mark, and I'm going to have a look at drilling the hole out for this, and yeah, see how that goes as well. Once that's in, then we can take it all apart, take all the tape off, give it all a good clean, and then see if we can get this sink siliconed in. Oh, that's pretty good. It's a good fit, good amount of space. Got enough to kind of rest your sponges or whatever as you wash it up. But we've still got loads of usable kitchen space over here, close to the power. I think this has come together just right. Obviously, once we've got all the waste plumbing in there, we're not going to have a whole lot of storage on this side, maybe a little bit right down the bottom. But we should be able to get some shelves or something on that side, increasing out the storage. Alright, all cleaned up, and I got the tap in. Just easier to do it without the sink in place, and I'm going to have a crack now, see if I can get that siliconed in, and yeah, that should be the day. Well, I'm probably not going to get that nice clean finished shot today. Got it clamped and I've got a load of weight in it just while that silicone settles in. But when we turn up next week, get all that out and have a good look and see what we've got. Yeah, pretty good result for the month, isn't it? Kitchen counter, frame, sink in, tap in, and the plumbing in the cabin well underway as well. I think next month we'll be able to really get some of this stuff up and running. I really want running water, filtered running water. I think that's going to really change stuff in here. In terms of what's left to do in the bus, there's quite a bit really. So this section at the front, this floor that I've put in, still need to kind of cover up that face. Needs a bit of work. But then once that's done, then we can move the counter into position, then the kitchen's set. Once we know where the kitchen's going to be, then we can do the plumbing, we can do the waste and all that as well. Need to figure out what we're going to do in terms of water. Obviously we need a second water tank for the bus. But either way, we're up and running, we're getting lots done. Yeah, well, with that, I'll wrap it up there. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next month. See ya.